Hi, this is Armando Cruz, creator and founder of Cruz Country Fitness and Physical Therapy. And in today's video, I want to share a brief story about the power of friends and a thank you. Okay, I'm making this video because a friend of mine, Gabe, sent me a text message this morning, or actually yesterday. We had a little conversation, and then this morning he just shared something. He just thanked me. He said, I want to thank you. I read a Bible verse, and it reminded me of a simple question you asked me a while back, which was this: are you living your beliefs? Okay, it was a simple thing, and it wasn't because I wanted a response. It was due to a conversation we were having. And for him, I guess he took it and, I guess meditated on it a bit and started making some changes in his life. And he read a Bible verse this morning that reminded him of it. And he shared it with me. And I had completely forgotten that we had this conversation, to tell you the truth. I had forgotten what I had said, but it was very interesting when he mirrored it back to me, right? So I asked him, I said, well, what did I say that helped you? What did, I have no idea. This text came out of nowhere. And so he shared with me the story about what he's done with his life and how he's progressed. And the question that I asked him, which was that. And why I think this could be valuable for you is, I think the quality of life that we live is directly proportional to the quality of questions that we ask. And I think this is a very powerful question if you take action on it. And again, just to reiterate, is are your, or said a little bit different, are your beliefs and your actions are they congruent? Are they in alignment? And if they are, the question then becomes is, are you happy with that? Right? Are you happy with these beliefs? Are you happy with these actions that you're taking? Great. And if you are, wonderful. Celebrate it. Honor it. Enjoy it. But if you're not, right, it gives you an opportunity for a do-over or to make a change. And that right there, I think is a treasure chest of opportunities. And I am definitely that person that really is driven by opportunity and possibility. I know that's not everybody, but for me, when he asked me that, it was like he just shined a mirror in my face, and it forced me to ask that question. Are my beliefs and actions in alignment? And like I mentioned to him, was yes and no. In some areas, they are. And it made me happy. I celebrated it. I really just took the opportunity to acknowledge them and I guess honor myself from that perspective to say, hey, good job. That's awesome that you're doing this. And then there were other areas, other things in my life where perhaps what I believe and the way I'm acting are not in congruence. Or the opposite, the way I'm acting is not up to the standard or up to par with my belief system. And so now I have an opportunity. I have in my thinking, I have an obligation to be as congruent as possible. I think it's one of my core beliefs is to be authentic, to be that best version of yourself. And I don't think you can be the best version of yourself if you're not being authentic and being congruent with your beliefs. So I'm sharing this with you to ask you that same question, to show that to you and show that mirror to you and say, okay, look, are your beliefs in line with your actions? Or ask the other way, are your actions in line with your beliefs? And again, it's not to judge yourself and say, oh, if they are great, awesome, but if they're not, you're like, oh man, I suck. It's more to say, okay, well, do I have the courage? Do I have the courage can I suspend disbelief for just a moment and say, hey, I'm willing to get out of my comfort zone and step up to the plate to deliver and be that person I was meant to be that person that can really serve the world in the best possible form. That's all. That's all. That's all I'm making this video for. Well, I'm making this video again to say thank you to Gabe for sharing that with me. And I'm making this video for you to hopefully ask you the same question he asked me and I asked him a while back. And my hope is you take this challenge and you're able to reflect and make that conscious decision to say, hey, I want to make some changes or I don't. And you know, either way, it's not really going to affect my life, but it can make all the difference in the world for your life and the people around your life. So I challenge you with that. This has been Armando Cruz. And if you have any questions, or if you have questions, concerns, if you have any thoughts on this, I'd love to hear them. Leave a message, leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.